In this episode, we experience some real Southern cooking, watch an old friend perform in Branson, and visit the place where Laura Ingalls Wilder wrote her famous Little House books.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
RV'ing is about catching up with old friends, and we did that with our friends Don and Sylvia in Ozark, Missouri. After we set up, they took us immediately to Lamberts Cafe, where they cooked down-home Southern food. Let's see him.
You gotta let the
And it's most famously the home of the thrown rolls. You want a roll? You gotta catch it first. Just 30 minutes south is Branson. There's so much to see and do in this music mecca, but I came especially to watch an old friend of mine perform at the Grand Country Music Hall. The showcast also had some fun with Dawn.
Everything, Donnie. The Santa baby just slipped a sable under the tree for me. Then an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight.
Tracy Heaston and I were in a gospel quartet group years ago in Southern California. Never have I ever performed with a more gifted musician. It was great to see Tracy again and meet his beautiful wife. I will leave some links to his music in the show notes. Nearby is Mansfield, Missouri, and Rocky Ridge Farm. Rocky Ridge Farm was the home of Laura Ingalls Wilder and her husband Almanzo. In a log cabin near Pepin, Wisconsin, on February 7, 1867, Laura Elizabeth Ingalls was born. Her parents were Charles Philip Ingalls and Caroline Quiner Ingalls. They possessed a pioneering spirit that urged them ever westward to lands of promise and hope. Yes, Laura wrote about the travels of a pioneer girl, but most importantly, she made the journey herself. Laura's childhood memories served far more than just a colorful backdrop to a young girl's coming-of-age story. Her vivid accounts paint an accurate picture of life from the 1870s to 1890s. Laura truly lived a pioneer life, and through her writings of the Little House books, we are better able to understand the lives of common people of her generation, particularly during the time of westward expansion in America. Laura, Almanzo, and daughter Rose arrived in Mansfield from South Dakota August 30th, 1894. They purchased a 40-acre farm which had a one-room log cabin near the spring and ravine. After living in the log cabin through the first winter, they built a room on the side of it in the spring of 1895. The next spring, 1896, they moved the new room to the present historic house location where it is now the kitchen. A second room with an attic space above it was added to create a two-room house with an attic bedroom for Rose. It took 17 years from the time they moved the room to when the home was finished in 1913. Rose Wilder Lane, though Wilder's only daughter, was a successful author in her own right. She went on to pursue her career outside of the small town of Mansfield, but eventually returned to her roots on Rocky Ridge Farm. Upon her return in 1928, Rose had a house built with modern conveniences as a gift to her parents. Laura and Almanzo moved in at Christmas time that very same year. It became known as the Rock House because of its custom rock masonry siding. Following some encouragement from Rose, Laura began writing down childhood memories that would forever capture her amazing history and the pioneering life she had lived. It was in the Rock House that Laura, at 65 years of age, wrote the first 4 Little House books. Laura's stories of her travels take us from the time when she was born in 1867 to 1894 when they settled at Rocky Ridge Farm. The picture that we all have in our minds of the American West is set in large part due to the writings of Laura Ingalls Wilder. Thanks for watching. We would love to have your help in reaching our first 100 subscribers. We appreciate you helping us get closer to that goal each week. Subscribing and liking the episode by clicking on the little thumbs up icon really helps us reach new people for the channel. We love building a community, and we appreciate you taking time out of your busy day. Happy travels, and we'll see you next time.